that there are free. You can, if you want to use a Facebook, there is no need to pay anything. Or there is some applications, if you want to use it, you should pay, right? So payment applications will be there, or free applications will be there. Those are all things we can say software as a service when it is using the internet. Now, platform as a service. Platform in the sense, in the software industry, if you say platform it means if we are a developing application using one platform. We are developing an application using some tools we should use, right? Those tools also from the internet, if you use it, those are nothing but platform as a service. So, for example, have you ever hear about there are some tools? You mean ServiceNow or ServiceNow platform or Azure platform or Salesforce platform or Google platform or Facebook platform where you can use internet and develop that application. This I can show you today in a Salesforce itself. So here we have Google platform. Azure. Likewise, there are many things. Okay. Now,
Krishna, do you think Jira is also a platform here? Will be?
If we are the end users, then we can say that is software as a service for us. But internally, their company they are developing through the internet. If they are using internet and developing the application, then it will be Jira also. Yes, platform.
Okay, thank you.
So infrastructure in the sense, these are all the things that we are maintaining from the internet. It means it should store somewhere. Okay, it should have this database somewhere else. Even this platform also should have some database. Even whichever the application which contains the data also should have a database. These are all the things which maintains by some servers. Okay, those facility, it means the database which is provided by the systems, that is called infrastructure as a service. For example, we can say servers. Till that everyone is clear?
Can you repeat infrastructure one more time, please?
Okay, so you are going to create you usually we logged into the Facebook, correct? So in that Facebook, you are chatting someone, you are inserting the images, or you are providing or modifying or posting your some post like information, you are searching information. These are the things stored. It should be storage. We should have that storage will be, we can say, server, correct? Hello. Okay, let me go to the little back of the before the cloud computing. There is a on demand. Okay, this is on demand, which we are doing on demand. Another one is pre demand. I mean to say, without using internet, which is coming into the in premises only, which you are building, those we can say on demand. Hello. So the servers which you are storing, these are the images or something else. Those we can come under coming into the infrastructure, the database. See, for example, you have a phone. That phone you can keep it some images or videos and all. Until that the database is supported, right? So if those database is beyond that, where you can store it, you need to add one more memory, like extend that memory, then you can use it. So similarly, these all the internet data should be stored somewhere. Those are nothing but servers. Those servers also which is provided by the internet only, no? Are you maintaining any database for the Facebook storage? You just uploaded the images, and those will be stored by the Salesforce, taken care by the Salesforce only, correct? You can see your all the history from day one onwards, which you are joined into the Facebook. Clear? You got your answer?
Yeah, got it. Thank you.
Okay. Now we can talk about Salesforce. Basically, what is Salesforce? Why is Salesforce? These are all things we can have questions in mind. Salesforce, we can say it's a company, and also we can say technology. So it is founded. It is founded on 1999. Who is founder? Mark Benioff. Mark Benioff, the founder. Okay, so what are the main enterprise business applications we have in a market? There are a lot of important or lot of applications which we have. We can say enterprise applications, for example, ERP, CRM, HRM. There are many things still there. Okay, so ERP, it is talk about, this application will talk about before the product creation. Before product creation means if you want to develop a Dell laptop, if you want to create new laptop, create in the sense you can say manufacture. It required a resource, right? So to create a new laptops with an updated version, updated features, and you should have a plan. Okay, that is called enterprise resource plan. Before going to create or manufacture completely, those are all the data or plan you want to maintain on a particular application, that is called ERP. After you create a product, you have a product till latest version. So this Dell product need to sell to the customer. So that is called CRM. CRM in the sense what? Customer relationship management. So that is called CRM. We can talk little elaborated about CRM. Let me tell most important softwares are available in outside the world. HRM in the sense what? Human resource management. You can see any company which maintaining to the big larger companies which maintain to the interviews and all the stuff. And those are all the things we can say HRM. Now we can talk little more about our Salesforce. Salesforce is targeted CRM application or CRM module. Initially, they targeted CRM application initially. Why? What is the reason in the sense that almost before the Salesforce CRM, ERP, HRM, these all the softwares are already there. Only the better thing, this Salesforce people started making as everything is the cloud. Means using the internet, they want to provide the services to the customer. Reason? Because what is the use of providing the cloud computing? What is the use of using the servers, everything in the online? Let me tell you advantages of cloud computing. So first of all, if you do that everything through the internet, and you can reduce the implementation time. Implementation time will be reduced. And skills also you will get, if your project time is reduced, skills usage also will reduce. Once skills usage reduce, cost also will reduce. Cost, if it is reduced, people whoever providing the cheap cost with the quality, there we will be. So here security also will be getting. Means, for example, you have a product which is developed by the Java or .NET with the old version, not cloud-based, old version. So to maintain that, you should maintain to the small software companies should maintain the servers. Those servers which doesn't have, if you allocated 2 GB for the particular people or 2 terabytes, ideally in the big projects we can give the terabytes. So those terabytes data you allocated before using also. So at that time you are simply losing that your size of the memory allocated to you. So to avoid those all the things, cloud-based technologies or cloud-based servers, which they will give cascade. How much you can use, that much payment only you can do. So those are the benefits which is provided by this cloud technologies. That is only the biggest thing and best thing which you people got it. Now, okay. Now under the CRM. Under the CRM, we have 3 modules that is called marketing, sales, service. Again, I can explain one more word. Pre-sale. Pre-sales in the sense, before selling the product, we do whatever we do, that is called pre-sale. This is on sales process. On sales process. This is post-sales. Okay, so what does it mean? See, you have a product. Okay, we have a product. I already told you ERP. ERP we used it product resource planning, and ERP in the sense enterprise resource planning. It means you are developing a product. Once you develop a product, this product should be sold to the customer. If you develop and keep it in yourself, there is no meaning at all. So you should sell this product to the customer. Okay. So if you want to sell that product to the customer, you should do pre-sales. What does it mean by pre-sales? You need to do campaign for that product. So once you do the campaign, what you will get it? You will get interested people. Like, I am interested, they can say, right? People can come and say that I am interested to buy your product. So that is called, we can say, lead. Okay. So these are the main things. Remember this, campaign and lead, main priority or main things which does from the marketing. Campaign you do, you will get the list interested people. Okay, that is called marketing. Now in a sales, on sales, so you got interested people list. Okay, lead, it means lead. Also we can say interested people. So you have an interested people list. What you do, you can call to them or you can email them. You can you can communicate. You can start to communicate with them when they are going to buy your product. Okay, that is the thing which will happen on sales process. So when they say that particular appointment they will give and you can communicate, keep on do the follow up. Then once they said like, okay, send me the quotation to them. So before going to provide the quotations to them, you do lead conversion. Lead conversion. What does it mean? You are converting this lead into the expected customer. He is not a customer. You just converting to make the process to get this fellow buying your product. So to do that, you have to provide a lead conversion. When you do the lead conversion, you will create account, contact, and opportunity. What is this account? Account is a organization information. Okay. See, whatever I'm mentioning, campaign, lead, account, these all the things are objects in a Salesforce. I will talk again very detailed way in a Salesforce, but this thing we can say organization information. What is contact? Contact we can say customer information or person information. Whereas opportunity is nothing but expected revenue. Expected revenue. Okay, so here actual sales process will start from the opportunity. Okay, sales process will start from opportunity. So in the sales process, we have a one field called an opportunity. In an opportunity, we have one field called stage. Stage is the one field. This field has a drop downs of the list of the stages we have. First, prospect, then qualify, and after we have multiple steps. There is a closed one or closed last. Likewise, we have some separate different stages. That is, you can customizable based on your business. But yeah, so these are things you have done. So that you want to get it expect revenue on opportunity to sell the product. You should know list of the product what customers want to buy. So list of the products in the sense what? It is a product which customers want to and you added in it. In that product also contains prices. So you added this opportunity and the prices and for the opportunity product and prices you added and you keep it in, you can bundle it and you are going to send it to the customer. Those bundled details, what are the products they want to buy it, those details you can send to the customer. Through how you can send it? You can send simply through the quotations. Quote in the sense you are sending the quotation to the customer. In this quote, you can what format you can send? PDF format to the email of the contact. In that contact object, we have an email field. That field you are going to send the quotation in the form of. Here, the people who are saying that they are interested and they provide the money and all, then that will become an order. Once order done, then he will become a closed one. Here the stage will be closed one. Then that fellow will become a customer. There is a chances to close last also. That people will be maybe future customers or something you can treat. Those details you can treat as a future customers, or you can. These people can say like I will come again after 6 months and there is a chances. So those are the details you can keep it in the customer, but they are not a customer. Future customers you can treat them. Okay. Till that all the things are clear. Marketing, sales. Okay. I can assume that you guys clear. So now service means post sales. So you have buy a product. Okay, Dell laptop. So after you still have and you when you are buying the product, you have 1 year warranty. So before 1 year, you got laptop issue as battery easily dry. What you do, you will raise that, you will request the customer using the customer care or email or okay, you can do the either customer care over the email or phone. Once you provided your laptop details and all, then you can mention all the challenges which you are facing. Then what it will happen? It will create a case. Case in the sense ticket. In this ticket, they will take it as all the person information who are already customer for them and what the challenges they are facing. Those completely information they will stored in a case. For that case, they will investigate. Then after they will provide the solutions to you. Okay, that is called services. Till here, everything is clear about sales, service, and marketing. Hello. You can ask now the questions. After that, I'm going to start in a practical. If you don't have any theoretical questions, then I'm going to start coding stuff. No one. Okay. Now we should know how to create develop arc or practice arc or demo arc. How to create Salesforce practice arc. So for this, there is a things which you have to use developer.salesforce.com/signup. So this is the one which you should use the URL. Let me try to open here. Developer.salesforce.com. If you click this also, it will open this one. Here you can see the sign up. You will get this form. Provide all the details. Then you have to provide email, and you can select anything. It is here fine. And company, you can keep it whatever. Country also, it is not necessary. You can keep it, anything is fine. This username should be same like in a mail. Okay, this username should similar like a mail. For example, at google.com. You can keep in this way, whatever you feel that you can keep it. So if it is anything is giving that, then please change that errors and do that. If once you click that, it will send a link to your mail ID. Okay, I click it. So it is saying that what you have an error because this username already available. Okay, so you can create another one like some. Okay, So it means that it is sign up and it is sent to that email for the confirmation of the account. Once you go to the Gmail, you can see that whether it is created or not. See here in updates, you can see this way of UI. There is a issue with the developer edition. Free trial. What is this free trial? Okay, so it is throwing in a challenge like it is the username and email it is already used. So to sign up, you should use a different email address in whichever I provided that I have been already used multiple times. So that it is not allowing me. Mm. Should be available. This should be always active. Otherwise, it not support you. So once you uh, got this, you please provide the URL, username and password. Yeah. So my mail ID server things are used it. Let me see anything I can find it. Yeah, I think I can get it one thing. Ideally, it will take a couple of minutes. So once you get it, the message. Have you guys trying parallelly, which I'm telling currently?
Yeah, it's working for me.
Yeah, for me, I used multiple times, so it is not supporting. maybe other reasons. So once you logged into it, it will be provided a URL to get it and things done. So once you logged into it, a system, login.salesforce.com, where you can use to login. Okay, here you can provide the login details in it. So this is for sign up URL, this is for login URL. Okay. This login arg we can also say practice arg. So tell me who Meena, you logged in it.
Yeah, I logged it.
Can you tell me that your username and password?
My username, yeah. So my username is my email ID. It's Meenu. It's MEENU.
I got it now. Okay, it's okay. I got it mine also. So like
Yeah.
this, you people can get it once you provide the order details. For me, it takes a couple of minutes. Once you got it, this. Sorry. So okay, you will get it this kind of login. Okay, you just click on verify account. Once you click on that verify account, it will redirecting to the one UI where you can provide username, password for that username. You can provide whatever. So once you log in into it, this is the, after you log in into this is will come like this. Whatever first time you are seeing that, right, this screen, we can say, whatever you are able to see the screen, this is the development or platform. For us, admin people, right, Salesforce admin people use this for the developing an application. Okay, admin people, end users can't see this user interface, only admin people can see. Now I can show you list of the applications which is by default is provided by the Salesforce. These are the things are which is provided by the Salesforce now. Among those, mainly we can see the marketing cloud, sales cloud, service cloud. Okay, these three things we can say applications. Okay, even you can see service console, sales console, like that you can see. Okay, these are the same, but UI will be the different. Okay, you can see the apps, all apps in this. These are all the things we can say applications. Okay, these are nothing but applications. Under the below you can see the items. These are the things we can say items. Items is nothing but tabs. Okay, tabs. We can talk about those details very clear, but currently we can try to understand the navigation basic stuff and all about the Salesforce. Okay, so we can take it now. Sales application. You can see what are the details. You can see once you selected sales application, you can see these are all the things. Okay, what are these? These are the things that we can say tabs. Tab is nothing but it is just a UI component. We can again and again we can talk about these multiple times. Just currently you just think as these are the tabs. So we are trying to understand the end user interface. End user in the sense customer user interface. Got it? So this is the app launcher. This is the icon of that particular application. You can change it this if you want also. This is the application name. These are all the things are menus. Also we can say menus. Also we can say tabs. This is a global search. Global search in the sense if you want to search something, you can search here. And it will search entire all the application, all the objects. You can see the tabs. You can see all the list of the tabs which is available by the default from the Salesforce. It will search entire these all the tabs. Then it will give it the output to us. If, for example, I test something and click search, if there is no data, you will get there is no data. Okay, it will check these all the objects. You can see that even see more and all, you can check it out. You can see everything. So this is called, we can say, global search. Okay, for example, I can search Krishna. If I click this, it will give that where it is available, people subject, that is there. You can find it that one. Once you open, you can see that this, where it is people object also tab. Okay, there you can see that information of the particular person. Okay, so here you want to make it as a favorite. You can add it into it favorite, and you can keep it like this. These are the things are, you can see the global actions. Global actions in the sense, you want to create something quickly, you want to do something quickly, then you can go for global actions. This is the global search. This is the global actions. Here you can see the event task, new contact, log a call, opportunity. These are all things you can create from here. This is the kind of, it is really very important. If you want to learn something, you want to explore something, there you can click learning path. So this is the place. What is it? It is a learning path where you can find it different kind of paths related about setup and resource. If you click that, it will open related stuff. So here you can see the best practice about learning the Salesforce admin. These are all things you can get it lot of things. Okay. These are the kind of learning path. Remember it. This is like if for example you want to get it sales for sales. This is also kind of documentation only, which you will get it lot of help from the Salesforce system. You can search for the help. You can view that related. You can see the trial aid also. You have. There are many things which we have. Okay. Those are all the things you can get it from here. Help and training. This is very much important. Most of the time we are going to use. This is called gear icon. Okay, this is called gear icon. And when you click that, it will open these all the things. See that setup, service setup, developer console, edit and edit page and edit object. Each thing has a different meaning. When you click this, it will open setup user interface. So initially when you logged into the system also, at that time you see that this user interface only, correct? Even if you go here and if you click the setup also, you will get it same thing. Are you guys clear? And okay. So here you can see that the person details and setups. You can see when you click that settings, logged in user details, you can see here. This user details advanced. Here if you want to see that this is not directly supported, you have to go. I can tell you what is classic. 2014, okay, 2014 at the time we have a classic user interface. Means let's see now. In the year of 2000 till the 2014, we don't have a lightning. Okay, we don't know lightning how it is looks like also. This is the user interface which is available in 2014 till the 2014. Even you can see the now WhatsApp presently, but latest things we can say lightning. It is if any application, anybody using this kind of user interface, they are using old application or legacy application. Okay. This is also contains same thing. It is also having applications. It is the help menu and setup menu. Again, settings and all control. These are the things you can shift to the application. Lightning experience. It is a global search. These are the menus of the application. These are all the things are same as lightning also. Just only the change. Look and feel will be changed. Functionality, operating, everything will be the backend is same. Clear? So when you click that, it will come to here. If you click the switch to lightning, you can migrate into the lightning. Or when you click into the classic, you can switch to the classic. You can change whatever you require based on your company needed. Anything, any doubt, any whatever. Anybody has anything? Now ask any questions for basic stuff of the Salesforce. Yeah. From now onwards, if you, I don't think you people require to record it. can just ask me questions. Hello. Hello.
So Krishna, you have created for admin, right? So my interface is like I have sign up for developer, so my interface is different than yours.
Nothing like that. It should be same as even yours and mine also. That I can resolve it. Any other questions? Anyone? Other people? Either Bharat, Raja, anyone can ask. Even Satya, Sangami, anyone can ask. Hello.
Till now, I'm good, Krishna.
Okay. So no one don't have any questions then. So clear. You people understand then.
Krishna, as this is a cloud technology, is this a free platform or?
Which I show you this environment. It is a free. This one, right? It is a free where you can practice freely, no problem. So whatever the course you are trying to learn, right, that will be practice over here completely.
So if it's an organization, then it's same like the cloud hobby.
Yeah, this is everything is a cloud only.
Now, if for this practice session you're telling this is a free sign up,
Yes.
but how it's going to be from the organization side?
That time also we showed you we have a cloud only. That
And
is
it's-
also looks like as it is same. Only the difference of that one and here it is the sizes of this org. Means let me here okay. Let me elaborate and explain little. You people have some time, right? At least 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, very good question. We are people remember it in an organization in the sense when you people are going to work. So working environment we have a couple of things: sandbox and production, practice org. So this practice org we have a limitation called 5 GB. Database you can store. Data you can store simply. This will be, it has a different kind of versions. Okay. Professional version. Partial. Ideally, production always it should be unlimited. Should be, I mean to say, a companies who are using it unlimited only. But there are small companies, very small companies who can use a professional. And here you can see the multiple sandboxes. Okay, first of all, Dev sandbox. The sandbox types, I mean to say, Dev sandbox, Dev Pro, partial, full copy. Ideally, as a developer or admin, anyone will use these all are. Means I'm developing in a development code, whatever, from here. I'm writing or I'm building the application from here. Once I built here, we'll move that functionality to Dev Pro. Once it is done here in the Dev Pro, we can move to the we can move to partial copy. So partial copy, it means it again here these all the things are nothing but sandboxes only. Each sandbox which has some certain limitations. Okay, so these are all the things will be contains each is a different memory allocation. We'll talk little deeper into the coming class, but you just currently think about it. This is the place we can develop. This is the place where end user, real customers can use it. So user interface and all will be the same. Which practice arc will have. Both are same as these are the things. Only the memory will be changed. Clear? Hello?
Yeah, Krishna, but my actual question was like not the
me.
process, how it is carried out in an organization. I'm asking whether like the platform is private for the organization, because here we just go sign up to just have access to the Salesforce, right? So from organization, would
okay.
they have a private, like how I say, private cloud for security reasons?
Okay, let me tell you. This is my arc, okay? It is I created and I only the person able to log in. Okay? Are you able to access my org without having any logins and all? Hello?
No, what is it?
Are you able to access my org? This is a my environment, my org. I created org, right? This one.
Okay.
Are you able to access mine?
No.
Yeah, that's what I'm asking. This is like individual logins. When it is an organization, multiple people will be working.
Multiple people can have logins. Means that concept will come later on definitely. We have a users concept, okay? So we can create same environment can have multiple people. They can have their own logins to log in into the system.
So there is no specification like for organizations, only user dependent.
Again, it is organization only, right? It is this company I created, okay? Company information. You can see these are all the people under this particular. 1 second. See here, you can see the company information, okay? Organization details, okay? My company name is Google. Under that, whoever the first org logged in person, he is the primary contact. And under this, it will create one organization. So Google is a company who are using this Salesforce application, which you can see the currently. If you want to provide to some other person or somebody wants to log in into here, not blindly can log in into it. They should be the user into this org. They can't simply log in into it. They should, before logging into this system, they should be the user here. Only those people can log in. So those privacy will be always there.
Okay.
You got an answer from me?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Anything, please. I stopped to complete today. I'm not going to touch any concept now. That is only for now. So if you ask me related to these questions, I can tell. So whatever, advanced questions you are getting, right? Those will be resolved day by day, next classes. If I keep on explaining, no problem. But you can still ask, no problem. But first, last 5 to 10 minutes you can ask. Otherwise, you people can easily forget for next classes. You can ask now. And whatever I written the document, right? This I can say there is a section called company information where you can see that limitations and all. Okay. This org has certain limitation. Okay, you can't use it data space already. This much they used it. These many files it is already available. So those are all the things you can see here. The list of the details. How many licenses you are used into the user licenses. Well, those are the things you will definitely get to know. Definitely, it has a limitation for each environment.
So for more requirement than the limitations, we have to pay or something?
Definitely, of course, you should pay.
Okay. Next.
So Krishna, Salesforce is basically it's kind of advanced level of spreadsheet.
I can say yes, exactly correct.
Okay.
Let
So,
me explain. Yeah, go ahead. Sorry, go ahead.
So main purpose of Salesforce job, like let's say if I become, if I get a job of Salesforce, I don't know the title name, exact title name.
Mhm.
What is like how what different kind of titles do we have, and what is the main role of person to do in that?
In India, if you ask me that, you mean to say kind of type of roles to do the jobs, right? Hello?
Yeah.
Correct, right? In a Salesforce in India, Salesforce admin, Salesforce developer, Salesforce consultant, Salesforce BA, Salesforce functional lead, Salesforce technical lead, Salesforce technical architect, Salesforce solution engineer, or solution architect also. Technical architect, okay. So Salesforce practice manager. Likewise, these are the things you can find. Again, it will be based on the experience will be vary when you will become what. Initial jobs you can consider these two.
So in Salesforce developer, there must be coding, right?
Definitely, it will be the coding.
And today, like this training, what we are doing, it is for Salesforce admin.
Currently, yes, it is admin I am talking about.
Okay.
I think if you guys don't have any questions, I can stop to here because we need to have multiple things. And please read it few things about what I talk about cloud computing, Salesforce basic information, or else I can send us some articles to you people to just go through the basic stuff.
Yeah, that will be helpful, Krishna.
And you people aware of it about Trailhead?
Yes.
Okay. Trailhead, which where we can learn the things. Okay. Here the place where we can everybody can come here and practice it. It's just a kind of notes available.
Okay.
I can share this to everyone also. So the Trailhead which have it in information about each almost all the concepts. So let me tell you what you should start, where you can start.
Okay.
Very basic one, just a 1 to 2 pages. You can select here your role is admin currently.
Mm.
Select this and choose your level is beginner.
Okay.
Then you can see here, you can find there are things in about Salesforce admin, beginner.
So there are multiple things are there.
No, I can tell you where it is. You can see here, Salesforce beginner, admin beginner. Only this link you can go and you open it. You can see the list of the topics you can see. Just currently you just focus what is it. Okay, just a basic thing. Salesforce basic. What is this Salesforce platform? Basic stuff you just read it. It's just a basic article. Only one chapter or two chapters, these two things. Or if you people wants to more, also completely read it, these things.
Okay.
Just, but please read it and come. Okay, then you people can follow me. Okay. Not only this, so many things you can find like Salesforce tutorial also there. When I was started my career, I learned from here only. Not only Trailhead, we have a Salesforce tutorial now. It is there or not? Yeah, tutorial point not this. Not. Yeah, this one Salesforce tutorial. This is the best one. I feel like very easy one. You can people wants to check it out. This one also you can check it out.